Today I am playing with a silicone mold that I totally forgot I had. I found it on my shelf. I was just organizing, trying to put in drawers and stuff and trying to move things around, and it was wrapped up in an orange tissue paper just poking out from my shelf. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing how long this has been here. I bought this back in October from a PDB Creative Studio resin art box. It was volume 3, and I just forgot about it. I forget about a lot of things because I have way too much stuff. In the center, I didn't record that part. I forgot to push record, but in the center, all it is about 80 mLs of epoxy mixed with white acrylic paint. And then I'm pouring 4 different colors of mica powders around the edge. So I mixed a blue metallic powder with a regular blue that matched. I mixed an olive green metallic mica powder with just another olive, just regular mica powder, and then the copper and the bronze. So that's 4 different colors that I used. For the mica powders, I used about 20 mLs of epoxy for each color. And then I just spread those around the edge, and I'm gonna lift it and move the white and move the colors around and use a heat gun to get everything moving. And I wish that I would have had less color and more white, because that's what I kind of had in my vision was I was gonna have more white through the center coming out to the edge. But I'm gonna play around with these molds more. I'm gonna actually buy more hardware on Amazon. If you would like to buy some hardware also, and you're looking for a matte or a silicone mold, this mold is about 13 inches in diameter, and it's about probably almost an inch deep. I did look on Amazon because I wanted to buy more clock hands with the battery packs, so all the hardware in like a kit or a set, and they do have them. So if they have the hands, they might have the silicone molds too. I just didn't search for the molds because I like this one. So I'm just pushing the colors around, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this video a little bit, and then you're gonna see me pour some clear epoxy over the top. And then I'm going to drill a hole through the middle and attach the hardware. Right here, I am trying to pull some of that white out to get it to spread to the outer edge. I think I played with it a little bit too much. I tend to overwork it, and sometimes it's better just to leave it alone. But it kind of made a very cool image of like a ghost. So when it's all dry, I come back into the craft room and I'm looking at it, and it looks like there's a little phantom or a little white phantom, whatever ghost. My son says, "No, Mom, that's not what it looks like," but I swear I see it. So I'll show you it when it's all dry. So this, I actually used fast set epoxy for this mold, which I never do, but I thought, since it's so big and I know it's gonna be the bottom layer, fast set will be just fine. It turned out great. So I was really happy with that. Now I'm pouring a thin viscosity epoxy over the top of it, and I actually accidentally mixed 20 mLs of the fast set because I grabbed the wrong pump with the thin viscosity, and they're from different companies, and I started to panic thinking, oh my gosh, this is not going to cure, and it did, thank God. So it cured just fine. So the epoxy is spreading out, and I used a lot. I think I used 20. I think I used a total of 80, like 85 mLs of clear epoxy over the top. Okay, so here's where the ghost is. Do you see it right? Oh, I skipped over it. Where is it? Come back. Right there. Do you see it? Do you see the eyes? I swear that's what it was. I let this sit overnight for it was a little bit more than 24 hours. And then I peeled off the silicone mold, and it was super hard and I could move it. There was no tackiness. It was perfect. So I was ready to find that little dot that I marked on the back, and I'm gonna start drilling a hole, starting with a smaller drill bit. I started with this bigger drill bit before I switched to the smaller one because, sometimes I just don't think. And I actually bent the drill bit, and it's my husband's, and he always lets me use his tools, but he's very particular about them. He wants them to be put back in the same spot and make sure everything's organized. I felt super bad. So he says, honey, we're gonna have to get you your own set of drill bits. Yes, please, thank you, let's do that. So I'm piecing everything back together, and then you want to put the hour hand, well, with this kit, the hour hand goes on first because it has the bigger hole, and then the minute hand sits on top of it, and then the second hand, and then you pop the battery in, and then it just automatically starts moving. So you have to make sure everything is lined up. And then there's a little knobby on the back of the battery pack where you can, you know, turn your hands to make them go to the time you want them to be. Once your hardware is on and you've dusted off the excess residue from where you were drilling, I just used alcohol and a paper towel, then you are ready to display. So I just temporarily hung it on my wall, and it is good to go. So she looks so pretty. I'm so happy with it. I can't wait to do more. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please consider subscribing and turning on that bell for notifications. Thank you.